So, welcome to Deck Profile Week, a week where each day I'll be posting a new deck profile. Today's deck of choice is Mikanko Libromancer, a deck with a significant problem of being based around the two worst mechanics in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, Equips and Ritual Monsters. Luckily, through much testing and some genuinely good support, I created two deck lists that bring the potential out of the deck. Here we have a refined list about abusing Libromancers for free extra deck plays and added consistency. This deck can steal an opponent's monsters 4 times, once with Libromancer Deplaced, once with Mikanko Reflection Rondo and Mikanko Rivalry, once more with Nini the Mirror Mikanko, and once more with Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Moving on to something more complex, here we have a much more explosive 60-card list, blending in Dogmatika rituals and the Adventure Engine, giving this video its full name. Before we go into explaining the deck list, I'm going to explain this deck's main combos. Ohim the Manifested Mikanko is this deck's main searcher and sets us up to pull off Mikanko plays. We can use Ohime's search effect to search the Great Mikanko Ceremony, discarding something useless in our hand. We can then use Mikanko Ceremony to summon Ohime, ignoring its summoning conditions. We can then banish Mikanko Ceremony from the graveyard to send any Mikanko card from deck to grave. Typically, we're going to send Mikanko Water Abresk to immediately equip it to another monster on the field, with Ohime's second effect. If you can, you'll be equipping this to an opponent's monster, but equipping it to Ohime is just fine. We can then use Water Abresk to bounce Ohime and summon Mikanko Furi right out of the deck. This will trigger her effect to search for Mikanko Rivalry, which will let us steal an opponent's monster on their turn. This is a really basic 1.5 card combo that is going to be modified based on what's in our hand and what our opponent is playing. If we get hit by Draw and Lockbird, we can go into Nini the Mirror Mikanko for less powerful steal. If we want to extend, we can go for Hari, the Sword Mikanko, for additional combos. So, Libromancers have a very simple and straightforward combo. Fireboy searches Geek Boy, Geek Boy searches Origin, Origin searches First Appearance, and First Appearance searches Agent. You can then link climb using Fire and Geek Boy to go into either IP Masquerena or Cross Sheep for consistency depending on needed. This combo works in a variety of orders, letting most cards in the engine be starters in some shape or form. This combo can be expanded into other lines of play, depending on what else you have in your hand. If you already have a monster in the line, we can search for Libromancer Doombroker to then ritual summon him and search out one of the traps. Do note, I've included Libromancer Realized in this build. It's a very cheeky combo line that not only helps you ritual summon for free and keep your materials, but it also helps you play late into the game if you use either of the trap effects to bounce back Doombroker. If we have both the Ohime combo and Libromancer combo, we can opt to make Isolde 2 Tales of the Noble Knights. All we have to do is summon Hari the Sword Mikanko off of Mikanko Water Abresk instead of Furi or Nini. Once we have Hare and Libromancer Agent on the field, we can use both their effects to put 2 more cards into our hand. Then we can link summon into Isolde. Isolde can then search the second agent for more value. Using Isolde's second effect, we can send Mikanko Dance Meo Washidori to grave the special summon Infernoble Knight Renaud from the deck. Meo Shidori lets us bring back whatever Mikanko monster we have in grave, and Renaud lets us recur any equip spell in the grave. This will probably end up being Water Abresk. With this board, we can link into Apollosa and set up our other Mikanko and Libromancer combos. This is one of the better combos for the deck, solely because of how many cards it puts into your hand. If you think you're going to have to grind game, this is probably the best option to start out with. Diviner of Herald is how this deck accesses Baron de Fleur and Ultimaya Zulkin. We can get to Diviner by tributing Cyber Angel Benton for our Libromancer ritual summons. So, to recap, Benton searches Diviner, Diviner sends Herald to search Mikanko, Diviner of Herald plus Libromancer Fire can make Baron de Fleur, and Herald plus any of our level 6s can make Ultimaya Zulkin, who then in turn can make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Any of this deck's Omni Negates are typically very important because this deck does struggle with back row removal, such as Lightning Storm and Evenly Matched, so those Omni Negates are going to be very impactful. Since most of you haven't played Dogmatika Rituals before, here's a basic rundown of how the combo works. You can use Nadir Servant to search White Exalted of Dogmatika, sending Herald as cost to search the Dogmatika ritual spell Dogmatika Calamity. Dogmatika Calamity lets you then ritual summon White Exalted using the second Herald from the extra deck. This gives us a search for Ohime, or potentially another piece if we need it. White Exalted isn't the best form of disruption, but it can be obnoxious if your opponent hasn't built their deck around having multiples of key cards they need. We are in Kashtira format, so your opponent probably has if they are a good player. If you already have Ohime, we can use Nadir Servant to do standard Dogmatika combos. We can send Titancloud the Ash Dragon to Grave to search Ecclesia. Titancloud will search Fleur-de-Lis on in-phase for an extra negate, and Ecclesia can search Dogmatika Punishment on her summon for a pop too. Remember, these two combos will lock you out of the extra deck, so do them last or as a plan B. Just for completion's sake, here's how to perform the standard adventure combo. Send Water Enchantress to the grave to search for Rite of Eremysr. Use Rite of Eremysr to create an adventure token and search Fateful Adventure. Fateful Adventure will then search Wandering Griffin Rider, who special summons himself for free. On this summon, Fateful Adventure will then search for Dracoback, which can either be used as removal or as discard fodder for Ohime. This combo works as an opening, either to bait out or prevent hand traps. Alright, so now that we have an understanding of the combos, we can get into explaining our ratios and how to play around key decks. Starting with the smaller list, I've cut out as much filler as possible to make room for text and removal options. This list is designed to try to go first, so the side deck is going to be very important. I have chosen to max out on Libromancer Water Abresk, as it's both a powerful searcher and an easy out to monsters such as Kashtira or Riseheart. For side decking, we can cut out most of our combos going first. Cyber Angel and Diviner of Herald are great, but not super viable playing second into some matchups. You can even cut cards like Nini the Mirror Mikanko, and whatever Libromancer trap isn't needed in that matchup. Oh yeah, and remember, we can use the Mikanko Ritual spell for burn damage. It's a free win in time, and it's mainly why we run one. So now for the crazy concept that made y'all click on this video. This list was created as a method to play around hand traps without losing access to combos or power output. The Adventure Engine is, of course, a free negate prior to the rest of our combos, but it also gives us a discard fodder for Ohime's skill. The Dogmatika Engine, and specifically Nadir Servant, are this deck's line of Plan B options. All in all, this gives us a lot of options to search Ohime and play around hand traps. Fair warning, the biggest use of skill in this deck isn't just piecing together combos. It's piecing together combos that leave enough open spell and trap zones to continue playing or sometimes even activate. The Adventure Engine needs a minimum of 1. The Mikanko combo line prefers 3 but can work with 2. The Libromancer combo line likes 2, but can potentially use 4, and Dogmatika uses 1. Putting these together to make sure you have enough open spaces can be a bit tricky, but you'll get a feel for it the more and more you play this deck. So that's enough talking list. Let's get into some games to demonstrate this deck's power. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go first. Let's see what we get in our opening hand here. Well, we could do better. Let's start with Water Enchantress. I do not believe our opponent has anything, but let's just set it up anyway. I'm going to go ahead and start this. We're going to discard our second extra Ohime. And that's going to give us some discard fodder. Boom. Now let's go into some Libromancer combos. I think we're going to go for IP Masquerena here. For some reason, I have a vibe that we don't need to play around Dark Ruler no more. I'm gonna go ahead and search for Origin. Grab first appearance. I'm going to have to add Agent to hand. Fade Agent effect. Summon Agent in defense. I'm going to recur. Probably fire. We're just running right through our combos here. To add Mikanko Ceremony to hand to do the basic combo. Let's see. 1, 2, We actually can't equip this if we're going to steal one of his monsters. Gonna set up for some recursion here. Now we could also bounce back Libromancer Agent, but I'd rather have the Ohime in hand later, so we can get better recursion plays. In phase. Not the most It's not the most impregnable board, but it is a very powerful one. A lot of X-Draft. Okay, we're probably playing in something like Eldritch. We will let that resolve against my better judgment. So we're staring down 7 cards here. Cubics! Okay. Let's see. Unaffected by other monsters' activated effects. Let's see. Let's go ahead and steal it. Forbidden Droplet. That doesn't stop this. I can get rid of IP Masquerena. Targets these two. That's his play. There we go. Well, that's interesting. Does it negate until end of turn? Let's see. Actually a good duel. He's going to get to recur his stuff. He's either going to try to beat me to death or go for his big link climbing. Like I should have negated that pot of that pot. Yep. Quite clever. Oh. So he's gonna have run into a bit of an issue here. I don't know how he gets over my Furi, because he just takes any damage I would take for it. I don't think he's planning to get over it, actually. Just to get it off the board, I think we're gonna do this. Doesn't work, but it's not cost. My mistake. That's fine. Someone please try to attack into Fury. Does nothing. Yep. Does he have a way to burn me to death? No, okay. He does. That's terrifying. That's really obnoxious. Wow, that was not... that was kind of BS, but okay. Okay. Good luck. This is a cool game. We get to start with... We could start with Libromancer combos, but let's start with the Enchanter. We're going to use the adventure combo to play around a potential hand trap here. So we can leave ourselves open to go into Libromancer combos. We're going to have to go ahead and discard Mikanko Rivalry, since we won't control any Mikanko monsters after this is over. It's going to go and give us... And there we go, we have a negate. We're going to add the card to our hand, and we're going to keep it in there. We're going to go ahead and activate Emergency Teleport into Libromancer Geek Boy. Geek Boy is going to get us into fire. Actually, Geek Boy cannot get us into fire. Geek Boy is going to get us into Origin. Activate First Appearance. First Appearance is going to get it. First Appearance is going to get us into the Ritual Monster. I think what I have decided we are going to do is we are going to play into Cross Sheep to try to unscrew our hand. I'm going to use this to search out for Realized. It's going to be a little awkward, but we can fix it up. Our opponent is probably terribly confused what type of whack-ass combos we have going on here. But that's fine. I'm also confused what I'm doing. A big point we need to be careful is we need to watch how many spell and trap zones we have open here. He's going to give us a draw too. Let's see if we can draw into our Mikanko cards. We did, actually. That's really good. No, we're not going to trigger the effect. We need to go ahead and search. Here we're going to search for a Omni Negate. Now we're going to go into Nini for an extra monster steal. Oh, actually, not going to go into Nini for an extra monster steal. Ooh. Awkward. I did not think what I have done here. I did not think this through. We're going to go into Water Abresk. This is going to be a little janky here. We're going to bounce back Cross Sheep to set up for a Nini. Interface. Man, we've moved a lot of cards around, but I don't feel like we've accomplished the most amount of anything, really. Bruh. Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, he just dropped decked in the D-Shifter. Yeah, I feel that, man. D-Shifter is fine. We'll tell him it do be like that. Can I steal that? He'll get to play another Kashtira card, but that's fine. This Libromancer intervention isn't a quick play. We're gonna go ahead. That's going to go ahead and give us another search. Nope. And we'll go ahead and search first appearance, because we already have an origin live. Ooh, what do we get rid of? Since we can only get rid of one here, you might want to be careful with this and get rid of... Let's get rid of the... Oh wait, we actually have more than one? Oh wait, it's random. Oh... I was just getting a good game in. Don't disconnect. Now I can't put this in the replay. Oh, here's a actually pretty solid hand. All things considered. Tenyis, Sword Souls. That's cool. Not Sword Souls. Yeah, Sword Soul. No, yeah. We did draw 2 bricks, but better than the rest of this. Better than the rest of these replays. Okay. So all we have to do is probably play through a Monster Negate and a Baron. And then probably one of the various trap disruptions he can go for. We'll see which one it is he chooses. But it might be... But it should be perfectly doable to play around. Especially because one of his negates is a monster negate. And we see him is going to search the level 6 to make a level 10 synchro. Oh. Never mind, he's doing Tenyi combos. Okay, where's he going with this? Okay. Sure, we're just doing some link climbing. You can see our opponent is trying to figure out what's going on here. I just realized we're not in full screen. There we go. Sorry about that. A little embarrassing. Okay, oh, you opened the level 6 anyway. Makes sense. He's going to go in the Baron and burn me for some damage, correct? No! That one, that's an interesting one. Vanish. Okay. Alright. Let's start with Rite of Arameser and see how he responds. I don't think he has much of a response to spell and trap removal, or spell and trap cards, which is quite good for us. If he negates Fateful Adventure, we're actually fine, because Draco Back is still live, which is really funny. Okay, Ash Blossom. That's quite alright by me. What's his second disrupt? Oh, he can negate it with his own Chixao. Interesting. What is he waiting on? No, please don't tell me he disconnected again. I've had tons of opponents disconnect. And it's like, it's clearly not like a rage disconnect. It's fine. We're gonna go ahead and bounce that back to extra deck. Okay. Sure, that'll give you a token. Not really sure what all the fuss is about for that one token, but that's fine. We're going to do the full combo here. And by full combo, I mean we're going to play into this. This is going to set us up for quite a lot. Our opponent is probably terribly confused what we're doing, but that's okay, because so are we. We're locked out of the extra deck, which is huge. Origin. Origin's going to get us to the field spell, and we are going to set up for a ritual summon. I think we're actually... Oh, come on. Well, I'm counting that one as a win. This should be the 40 card list. And we are going to... We actually bricked pretty hard here, just immediately. Wow, we have no plays at all. Holy shit. Dang. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Our opponent is de-shifting even though it does literally nothing. Classic. Well, we're going to equip... Actually, can't equip. That sucks. Go straight to end phase. Let's see what our opponent does. And we are playing against Kashtira. Wow, isn't this a very fun matchup here, guys? Since it's probably going to get banished. Oh, that sucks. This is not a great matchup going first. Well, it would be, but we didn't actually draw into any of our pieces. And since we didn't draw into any of our pieces, or we didn't draw into any of our starters. Since we didn't draw into any of our starters, we're left in this odd array of not being able to do anything. Plus he has D-Shifter, so we can't get any value. I'm just kind of stuck in a terrible situation here because Kashtira Fenrir is not only a searcher, it's also a removal option and a beater. And he's just going to go straight to main phase, because why not? I mean, if I take it from him, he's just going to get the card he searched. How do people like this find it fun to play against bad rogue decks? So yeah, no shit. You won. Good job. You got it. Cool. Let's go next. There we go. That's a pretty nuts hand. I'm going to start by doing a Diviner to bait out plays. Diviner's going to let us in Herald. Herald is going to let us search Ohime. And I'm going to think. We're gonna use Agent's Effect to special summon him to go into Ultimaya Zulkin. That's gonna let us play around some hand traps. Then trigger Zulkin's effect. And that's gonna get us Clearwing Synchro Dragon. And that'll play around the Nibiru, which we could easily see happen here. Now let's set up for a monster steal. Gonna go for the Great Mikanko Ceremony. We drew into Reflection Rondo, which is a little rough, but it's not the end of the world. So we're going to discard all Lava Golem here. My mouse is a little janky here. Going to use Mikanko Ceremony to special Ohime. Then we're going to use... Ah, I see I've misplayed a bit. We should have just discarded Mikanko Reflection Rondo, so we could have equipped it to our opponent with Ohime skill. That is fine, we're just going to have to get a little creative with this. Going to go for this, and we're going to set up for some link plays. Going to search for Fire Dance. And now we're going to... Is there another way I could go about this? Probably. Go ahead and use this to search. Appears I have royally biffed it. Oh my god, I have biffed the combo. My god. It's not that the deck is bad, it's just I'm retarded. And now our opponent is playing Kashtira because we've played against this guy before. So he gets it. Man, I wish there was some way I could record these like in person, but setting people up to like record games with is AIDS. Doesn't help that anyone who I try to record these with just... Oh, shoot. Oh, well, I guess it resolves. Never mind then. Are we just gonna get floodgated? Does anyone here actually have any good concept of what fun is? Like, who sees the person playing a rogue deck and just decides, you know what? I'm gonna go jerk myself off by flipping skill drain and goes in match and just sitting here for 40 minutes. Alright, let's first appearance. I'm going to get fire. I felt slow and just... Morning Point. Sure, that was kind of pointless. I get to destroy one card on the field. Good job. You know what's funny? This doesn't stop me from ritual summoning. Okay. I'm just gonna negate that. Yeah. Okay. We can't equip to his face down, which is gonna make this awkward. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a little funny with it. Going to discard Reflection Rondo. Pop this, this, and burn them for a bit. Okay, we're going to equip this to our Libromancer Fire. I'm going to bounce it back. Go into our Nini so we can steal whatever he has on his turn. And what else do we want to do? Do we want to go ahead and make Apollosa here? We could. Ah, we can't. It has to be a face-up monster. We'll just go to battle phase. We'll just take it slowly. We're just gonna hit him for a bunch of burn damage. Oh my god. Uh-oh. That's actually not great. That's fine. We are just going to... Are we normaled yet? We have not normaled yet. Thinking. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 5. There we go. And in phase. We got a potential 2 monster steals ready. I don't know what he can do to stop this. Now I feel like the villain. Because he's not actually playing a good Labyrinth deck. Okay, well. Gonna go ahead and go first here. Alright. Pretty solid hand all around. Let's start by seeing how he responds to a preparation of rites. If he ashes this, we're going to go straight into Dogmatika combos. That's fine. We've prepared for this. Now what we're going to get to do... Where is it? We're going to add this to hand. Because we can't go into the extra deck, we're just going to try to ritual summon with our Libromancers here. Gonna be pretty straightforward. Going to go into Origin. Just accruing free value because we can. This is going to get us into Fire. Fire is going to get us into Doombroker. And we're just going to continue on like that. Once we finish that, we're then going to Ritual Summon our Dogmatika monster. And that's going to let us search our Ohime. Add Doombroker to hand. Typically, I don't like wasting these 2 monsters for a Ritual Summon. But since we can't go into the extra deck anyway... This is worth it. Now I'm going to go ahead and go for the Omni Negate here. Now let's go ahead and do that Ritual Summon. See, we can Ritual Summon it using Herald, which is really cool. Yep, we're going to activate 2 effects here. We're going to add Herald, and we're going to Chain Block it using White Exalted. And we're also going to make White Exalted a very beefy monster. Oh, he made a hand. Now, luckily, since we already have Mikanko Reflection Rondo in hand, we're going to get to discard that. And we're going to add... Add Water Abreast to the hand. I'm going to discard Reflection Rondo. I'm going to summon Ohime. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. We'll just send... And we'll end it like this. So it's an Omni Negate, plus we're going to steal one of our opponent's monsters. Not the best in board, but considering the circumstances, that's quite fine. We'll let the F-Start resolve. No harm in that, unless it's Sky Strikers. Oh, the new Earthbound stuff. Let's see. You can discard this card at 1 level 3. Sure, we'll let that happen. I think we're going to negate this one. I'm going to go ahead and do some recursion, too. Ghost Ogre does not stop the search, but it does get it off my field, which is really odd. I don't know why he'd waste Ghost Ogre there. It'd be much better to use it on Ohime, but I don't think he fully comprehends what we're going to do with Ohimes yet. Okay, he's going to surrender, that's fine. Thanks for watching. I've got more deck profiles to come this week, so I hope you'll subscribe and keep up for those. I have some rather unconventional decks coming up, as well as some all-time classics. See you guys next time.